kick back and relax. Spend an hour with me, and I guarantee you feel better at the end. Tonight on the Tom London Show, you prompt the conversation with one word. How's it? Dumalang, Saimalang, bon dia, buongiorno. Bonjour. Good day, guten afternoon, guten dag. Abushani, Mulwani. How's it? Thanks for joining me. Now, on the show tonight, thanks to a suggestion by Alistair Jameson last night, we're going to run an entire show where the conversation will be prompted by you, and all you're going to have to do is give one word. You're going to put one word in the comment section, and bang, we're going to get the conversation rolling. And when it gets stale, we move on to the next word. Deal? So that's the fun for tonight. Before we start, we'll get to your comments in just a little while. We'll also catch up with Dustin Miller over in Detroit, Michigan on the show tonight. We'll play you a song, a bit of a live performance by Carlos Hartwell. We got some details on a fair in Delta Park, I think it is, on this weekend in Johannesburg, Sunday. So we'll be doing that. And comments up in just a moment. So say how's it on the comment section or in the comment section down below this video. That comment section is there for you to comment. And the comments all come through to me, whether you're watching on YouTube. And hello, YouTube viewers. Thank you for supporting the show on YouTube. I really appreciate it. We've seen nice growth. I'll show you that in just a moment. YouTube is encouraging. If you're watching on Facebook, then you're with your friends, either in the Tom London personal page feed or the Tom London Show official public page feed. Wherever you find yourself at home and the people you find yourself at home with and happy with, well, I'm happy wherever you are, whether you're in YouTube or the two Facebook channels or Twitch. Hello to our Twitch viewers. So we'll get to your hello comments in just a moment. Anything you want to pop in the comment section you want read out on the show, just pop it in the comment section down below this video. I see a couple of people, Patricia, Alistair, Trevor, Benjamin, more will join. So say how's it, and I'll acknowledge you in just a minute or two. Now, I thought that tonight we would do what Alistair suggested last night. I quite like the ideas that come in the comment line. Coca-Cola. Sharing is caring. I'm loving the comments. I love it when you say hello to me. I love it when you say hello to each other. I feel like we're building a community here, and I really, really, really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna read out your comments in just a moment. But what I'd like to do on the show is start off by doing what normally doesn't get done on live talk shows like this. I haven't seen this happen, so it might be the first time someone's doing it. I would like to open up the viewer data to you so you can see how the London Gang has done over the last 20 shows, the month of October. So this data I'm going to show you is only for the first month of the show. So our very first 20 shows, the first month. This is some of the data and some of the metrics that I've pulled from Facebook, YouTube, and a little bit from TikTok. But it's the Facebook and YouTube analytics and the data that I really want you to pay attention to. And this is where the Tom London Show is at in its first month. This is how many hours have been viewed, etc., etc. This is really bare bones, cupboard doors open, no twisting of the statistics, just the facts. So you ready? Do you want to see how the Tom London Show's done? Right, here we go. Oh, by the way, I'm starting to work on graphics for the London Gang. So I'm looking at something like that. It's got a cityscape inside the letters. Let me know if you like it. All right, so the first set of metrics we're going to look at tonight. So this is how you're doing, London Gang. This is how the product's doing. First set of metrics are the views on YouTube over the last 30 days, the month of October, the 20 shows. And the YouTube channel started with very few subscribers. I think there were fewer than 20 or 30 subscribers. So we've doubled the subscriber growth off an extremely low base. We started with reasonable view numbers at the beginning of the month. It spiked around one of the pieces of content towards the end of October, and not all the metrics are in yet, but you can see that there's a bit of an upward trend at the end of the month on the view count. The more interesting figure is the watch time, how many hours have been viewed, and there's the start of the month on the left hand side of the graph. There is that peak when there was some content that really sparked interest, but if you look at the trend, it's upward, and the view time is starting to approach 10 hours a day on YouTube. So that's the YouTube set of metrics that I wanted to show you. That's where we are as far as YouTube is concerned. Now let's take a look at Facebook, and this is where things get interesting. Now what I'm about to show you are the numbers for the Tom London official page. That's the public page. The page is called The Tom London Show. We've got two pages. That's one of them. And then the other page is my personal page on Facebook, where a lot of the action happens. Most of the live action happens here, and a lot of the 1 minute view count action happens on that page. Facebook don't give metrics on personal pages, so the bulk of the numbers I actually don't know. I can only guesstimate, and will be conservative with that. So let's start with the Tom London Show metrics. And this is the public page. In the month of October, there were 41,000 minutes viewed. There were 3,000 1-minute viewers, and that's a good number to give you an idea of people that are actually consuming the content, not just looking at it for 15 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever it is. The 44,000 second view count on the right is irrelevant, because those are people who aren't actually sitting down and watching the show. So we've got about 3,000 views on that page, and if you look at the numbers that are available on the personal page, the numbers are either equivalent to that or double or triple the size. But let's just say equivalent to that. That means that we've done about 80,000 odd minutes of viewing in the first month. That equates to around 1,300 to 1,500 hours, 1,300 to 1,500 hours of viewing time on Facebook. And there are probably between 6,000 and 9,000 1-minute views in the first month of the show. I want to show you this graph over here. This is the 1-minute view count. It's one of the better metrics to pull out of Facebook to see the numbers of people that are actually watching the content. And you can see that we've got 3,000 there. You can add another 3,000 on for the personal page, so about 6,000. The dips in that graph are the weekends. The peaks are during the week. And towards the end of the month, not all the data had come through. So that's why that little graph on the right-hand side hasn't spiked yet. But in a day or two, it will. I'll move over to TikTok, where we're doing some of our marketing. And I'm getting better at posting regular videos on TikTok. When I do post them, you can see their spikes. And we're reaching about 3,500 people a month on TikTok. So that's where we are in terms of the numbers on the show. And normally, broadcasters like myself don't publicly release them, put them into fancy sales packs and stuff, and then try and sell advertising. But I thought you've helped build this show with me. You're my partner in this, so I wanted to show you some of the numbers. I think that 1,500 hours in the first month is awesome. And the great thing about the show is that people are actually paying attention. People are actually in it. It's not just a fly past thing on a screen, which is good news for advertisers. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about how to pull advertising in on the show and incorporate it, help businesses sell their products and services, small businesses especially. We're a small show, so it suits us to deal with small businesses. And I think we've got enough numbers on the show to offer some advertising packages. The other night I said that we would start advertising packages. We would run adverts inside the show, 20-second or so adverts at around 500 Rand a month, an advert every night on the show. That gives you a frequency across the month to get access to those numbers I was just showing you. And then we're going to have one other advertising package that's available, and that's a master sponsor for the show. That's if you want the show to be brought to you by. We'll include that in the first minute of the show, so you catch all of those 1-minute viewers, and that is going to be around 3,000 Rand a month. And then the other option is we can create features in the show where we can strip the features out and use it as additional marketing for your business websites or social media and push it out to large audiences. So I have a fair idea of what we can do with that. And if you have a small business or a business and you'd like to be part of the Tom London Show's offering and expose your products to the kind of numbers that I've shown you on screen tonight, and you think the price is fair, then just tell me you're keen, or get a hold of me on Messenger, or send an email to the Tom London Show. I put the email address up on the screen now. You can just email that address and I'll get in touch with you. We'll see what we can bash out. Most importantly, though, I looked at all of these numbers today and I thought, that's nice, I'm encouraged. That's good, there's some growth here. But most importantly, I thought the thing that really is growing is the sense of companionship, the sense of community, the sense of camaraderie, the conversations in the comment section, the way people are caring about each other. You know, in the last, and I don't want to bang on about this, and we'll get to your messages in just a moment, but I think it's really, really important to say this right now. Whenever I've been on air as a broadcaster, I've tried to tap into the national psyche or the international psyche, in this case, what people are going through in their daily lives, and then try and match the conversation or the tone to what you're experiencing in life. And the nice thing about being me is I've got a lot of friends, and I speak to between 3 and 5 different people a day, just saying hello to people in conversations. And what I'm picking up from my conversations with people in and around Johannesburg and also internationally is that life isn't easy at the moment. I mean, I know life isn't easy at the best of times, but I think we've been hammered as a world, as people, as human beings over the last probably 10 to 15 years, starting with the global credit crunch in 2008. It became hard to pick our economies up and our own personal economies, our lives up. And then COVID came along and really messed things up, and it's been an uphill battle ever since. And I'm finding a lot of people are just struggling. Many people struggling financially. In this last week, I've probably spoken to 5 or 6 friends who've battling to pay rent, for example, stressing about the next month, or worried about the future, even if things are okay today. I've got friends who are billionaires who don't have to worry about money, but they have huge health problems and don't know whether they'll see tomorrow. There are people I know who have got relationship problems or problems with kids and exes and all sorts of dramas that can go on in people's lives. And then I've got friends who are having the best time of their lives. I've got friends whose businesses are making great money, they're in great health, their families and relationships are good, and they're riding the crest of good times. But the thing about life is that the good times don't last forever, and they're always followed by tough times. So this show is designed to accommodate everyone. If you're having a good time and you're able to inspire and spread love, this is a great place for you to be. And if you're having a tough time at the moment, then this is a great place for you to come to and make new friends and just have a soft landing pad once a day to know that you're not in this thing called life alone. Whatever is going on in your life, good or bad, you're not alone. You got a whole lot of people called the London Gang. Do you like the logo, by the way? I'm playing with it. I quite like that. It's easy to become a member of the London Gang. You just watch the show. And if you want to be more involved, you start chatting in the comment section. You make an appointment, 9 o'clock every Monday to Friday night with your friends on the Tom London Show. So there we go. I'm incredibly proud of what's happened in the last month, and I really have you to thank for a lot of it. So thank you very much. Okay, let's get to the messages before we start the one-word prompt. Patricia Ann Scholz in Cape Town. First up for the London Gang, the LG's being represented by Patricia tonight. Beat everyone to it. Alistair Jameson coming in second. Guten Tag. Wie geht's? Don't even know what that means. Trevor Kramer says, power outage for the last 6 hours. Oh no, another Tom London Show lost. Well, I'm sorry about that, Trevor. I hope the power comes on soon. PetRescueKits.coza. Benjamin Jones says, Rassi, New Zealand Rugger and Cricket Nemesis. Oh, you starting the one-word thing already. Gaynor Schulenberg. Schulenberg says, hi Tom and all. Dustin Miller says, my one word, Bliksem. Okay, we'll get to those words in just a moment. Josie de Oliveira says, how's it Tom and the Tom Gang, the Tom London Gang, or the London Gang? How's it Josie over in Portugal? Alistair says, just like the margarine poser said, once the World Cup is done, load shedding is back. Barry Bowditch, all dark here. Hello to Tom and the beautiful team. Oh, is there load shedding all over the country? Oh, man. Well, that does mess with us. Gaynor Schulenberg, hello, Tom. Who else have we got? Miller time. Okay, I'm on Twitch and YouTube now, says Dustin Miller over in Detroit. 2 platforms, nice. Tammy Singh, yeah, Tammy Singh says, greetings, beautiful people. Craig Blichnote says, evening London gang. How's it, Craig? Nice to have you on board. My brother Nick, very cool, love it. I think that's referring to the logo. Dustin Miller asks, has anyone else watched the new Frasier show? Not sure if it is available there. It streams on Paramount Plus app this side. I haven't seen any word of it in South Africa yet. Hello, LG, says Cheryl Veerhan. Hello, Cheryl. How's it? Good to have you back. I know everyone's going to be very happy to see you in the room. Henrietta Cortez over in Denmark says, good evening all. And you can add your name by saying hello in the comment section down below this video. Who else have we got on board here? I'm just scrolling through. A lot of messages coming through tonight. That's nice to see. Keep on chatting. Liesel Schulenberg says, hello, everybody. We'll do a couple more. Okay, I see Tammy Singh and Cheryl, and they're all having a fat chat there. That's nice to see. That is good to see. All right, Barry loves the logo. I'm thinking of putting it on some t-shirts and caps and mugs. What do you think? Think that's a good idea? Okay, shall we start with words? I got to go back now through all these messages. And by the way, as you throw a word in, and I start the conversation, I would like you to add to the conversation. So you can add to it either by dropping a comment in the comment section. This has got to be a two-way conversation. I can do monologues, but I don't want to. So you can drop your input, your thoughts on the one word in the comment section down below the video, or you can leave a voice note. And I'd love to get a voice note from you, okay? So first prize for me is always a voice note, and then second prize is a comment in the comment section. Let's start with the first word, right? I think Benjamin suggested this, rassie. And then I'll start, and you also pick up on it, right? So what have you got to say when you hear the word rassie? Type it in the comment section down below this video. You know, me not being a sports lover, I generally don't know coaches' names, and I generally don't bother with what sports coaches are up to. I know the Formula One bosses because that's the only sport I really watch. But I don't really, I couldn't tell you who the head coach of the Lions is or something like that. But Rassie Erasmus has managed to elevate himself to the point that most, if not all, South Africans now know when they hear the word rassie, what that word means. That's a huge thing. Just in terms of media, to be recognized by one name, Cher, Pink, Miley, you know, when millions of people hear one word and immediately know who it is. You don't have to say, oh, this is Mr. Thomas, you know, the London's about. No. One word, rassie. And that's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear the word rassie, and that's the first part of the conversation that I'll engage in with you, is that what this man has done to take his name, his reputation, to the point that everyone knows it, I think is phenomenal. It's a great media story, or publicity story. And then I think the second thing that Rassie Erasmus has done is he's shown us once again what great leadership looks like. You cannot get to a World Cup final in any sport, let alone the Rugby World Cup final, which rugby is just a brutal game and so strategic. You have to be so strategic. But more than that, you have to foster some kind of team spirit so that when your players run onto the field, they absolutely believe they can do this. They absolutely believe in themselves as individuals, and they believe in themselves as a team. And that's, I remember I was being interviewed on a radio station years back, and the question was asked, what is true leadership? And there were 5 people around the table, 5 different opinions. So I think it's always going to be something you can debate. But for me, true leadership is somebody who's able to inspire a number of people, get them to move in the same direction and do it with conviction and produce a great result. And so for me, when I hear the word rassie, that's what I think about. I think that that man is a great example of how to take individuals, talented individuals, and turn them into World Cup winners. That takes leadership. All right, what do you think when you hear the name Rassie? Craig Blicknote says O'Sullivan. Yeah, the connection is strong. David O'Sullivan has just written the biography, I think it is, of Rassie Erasmus, and apparently done just an incredible job. The sales are going through the roof. If you haven't got a copy of the book and you're a sports lover, that's one to get, because I know David's writing is top drawer. David writes beautifully. Whenever David writes something on Facebook, I always read every word. Henrietta Cortez over in Denmark on the word Rassie. Intelligent, humble, hero. I'll go with you on humble. I didn't think of that when I thought of Rassie, but I think that that's part of the mix, isn't it? You don't want someone with all those great qualities and then they're a poopball. Benjamin says Rassie, decimator of Kiwi cricket, rugby and cricket, lacquer lacquer. Cheryl Verhan says when she hears the word Rassie, she thinks of DOS. That's David O'Sullivan. Josie de Oliveira says rugby, a hero. He's leaving South Africa. I don't know about that. I'm not up to speed with that. That's in depth when it comes to sports. Rugby hero. All right, so that's what you got to say about Rassie. Should we go to the second word and we'll start looking for more? The second word is Bliksem. Who said that we must do Bliksem? I got to find this. Someone said Bliksem. There we go. It was Dustin Miller over in the US. All right, we'll do Bliksem as a word now. Any funny stories you got on Bliksem or any thoughts around Bliksem, I want to hear them. But I got to have some good stuff. I got to warm you up tonight, you see. I'm going to crank you up. All right, we started with a nice one, Rassie, and now we're turning up the volume a little bit with Bliksem. Where is this going to go? So I want to know if you've got anything to say about the word Bliksem. I want that in the comment section down below this video. Write it now. While we're talking about Dustin Miller, who suggested the word Bliksem, why don't we take a look at Dustin, who sent us a video of Chewy and a very interesting item in his house. You ready?
Hello, Chewy.
Oh, hold on a moment.
Chewy.
I've messed that up. Let me try that again.
Hello, Chewy.
No, don't start that yet. Okay, let's go. Right, here we go.
Hello, Chewy. Chewy.
Chewy.
What do you think of the cold weather? Huh? Say hi to the London gang.
Chewy doesn't look impressed.
Also, everyone needs a robot in their house.
I'd love one. Oh, I love these videos. You're welcome to send videos of your life, of your lounge, of your robots, of your dog. Send them to the Tom London Show WhatsApp line. There's the number. 067-219-7893. Voice notes can go to that number, and videos can go to that number. And if you send a video to that number, please don't send a video that's already out there on Facebook and stuff. I want original content. So I want videos of you, your home, what you're up to, your dogs, your bust car, whatever. Send it to me on that number. Okay, voice notes. Drop a couple of voice notes on the show as well. I want to hear your voice tonight. The voice note line is open. Let me just make sure I've switched it on. And that we've got a voice note line that's operational. Yes, we do. Okay, so voice notes, please. If you're sitting on the other side of this camera, I rely on you to help me with the content, and I need a voice note or two. Any voice notes on Rassie, any voice notes on Bliksem, send them through now. Now, what do I think of when I think of the word Bliksem? I think it's a word that nobody else in the world will know. Only South Africans will understand and know what the word Bliksem is. Bliksem, for me, is a very early warning. There are different things that South Africans say that give you an idea of how close you are to getting a club, to getting a hiding. And Bliksem is almost a forewarning. If someone says, listen, stop that or I'll Bliksem you. They're not about to Bliksem you. I mean, the next thing they're going to do is not Bliksem you. The next thing they're going to do is, I told you I'll Bliksem you. Now you're getting closer to a club. But when you hear the word Bliksem, I'm going to Bliksem you like that. That gives you enough time to say sorry or run or whatever it might be. But Bliksem, and then there's the other one where people go, yeah, Bliksem, eh? As an exclamation. Bliksem, man, I tell you, yeah, that skirt was so short. Bliksem. Bliksem, my brain went bliksem. But when I think bliksem, I think mur. You can also use it in past tense. He bliksemed him, which I think is a bit different to murd him. If you're American or you're from the UK and you don't have any idea of Afrikaans, you're going to wonder what all this is. But we'll try and explain it to you as we go along. All right, so there's my bliksem. I've run out of things to say on bliksem. Let's see what you got to say about the word bliksem. Caroline Ungersbrook, has to go because of load shedding. Bye, Caroline. Cheryl says she'll be sending videos of her dog. Benjamin said, when my late mum said bliksem in a sentence, things were not going to end well for me. Excuse me, yeah, but you had warning. That was your warning. You obviously stood there and caused more trouble. Alistair says, my son got bliksemed a couple of weeks ago by 3 cowards who stole his cell phone. Yes, like that's bad. Sorry, Alistair. Henrietta Cortez says, bliksem, a word no one understands in Denmark, but they can see that it's about serious matters. Jij tell a little small dansk, bliksem. So it makes it through the language barrier somehow. Barry Bodish says the word footsack is understood all over the world. Cheryl Veon says, yeah, this one, if you don't listen, you'll get bliksemed. There we go. Parenting in the 70s and 80s. Chantel Venn says, I haven't heard that word for years. Well, you're not going to live over in where are you, Sydney? Well, maybe from time to time if you bump into South Africans. But there we go. It's good to, let me say it one more time for you, Chantel. Bliksem. Now, I want another word, but I don't want to go down the whole bliksem walkway and footsack and stuff. I want interesting words. So give it a little bit of thought. I'm going to play a song for you, and while the song's playing, I want you to come up with a word like something really, really unique, right? Craig Blicknote says, if I remember right, they said bliksem a lot in that old South African comedy show, Biltong and Potrost. Yeah, I think they did. I think that's probably where I heard the word bliksem more than anywhere else. Miller Time says, for me, bliksem is what happens when I go to the pub with a group of musicians. Terry van der Walt says, serious matters, laugh out loud. Okay, now I await your voice note and I await the next word. Throw a couple at me and I'll pick one to start. This is fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. Carlos Hartwell, who is a regular viewer of the show, is also a musician and singer. And Carlos had somebody shoot on a phone the other day, shoot a performance of his. And I thought we should show off one of our London gang tonight. So here we go. Carlos Hartwell singing, I think it's an Elvis song, right?
They won't love you, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like the rivers flow surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life in, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you.
Well done, Carlos. Nice one. I like that. Mr. Carlos Hartwell, ladies and gentlemen. And now, let's go to the voice notes. See what you got to say. Who's up first?
When I hear the word kisses, only Tom London comes to mind. Smooches!
You caught me by surprise, Tammy Singh. Last night you were behaving yourself on the voice note line, but tonight you got the engine revved up. I like it. Let's play that again. When I think of kisses, huh?
When I hear the word
And
kisses, only Tom London comes to mind. Smooches!
Smooches to you. Smooches right back at you. I think there should be room for flirting on the show. What do you think? Okay, Tammy Singh, first voice note in tonight. Dustin and Chewy, here we go.
I have to tell you my Halloween joke, even though it's a day late, but I forgot to do it yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Do you know why the witch couldn't get pregnant?
No.
Because her husband had a Halloweenie.
Love it. Love it. I can see my brother sent a video. I don't even know what it's about. Oh, it's of Nachapis. Alright, should we do that? I'm just going to fling it over to the computer quickly. Good. Sometimes I don't know how to do these things. Play the video. Oh, hold on. My brother sent 2 videos. Gee, and I got to figure out... Okay, there's one. Alright, let's do this. I've been begging my brother to sing, like, properly, like, go and perform and stuff for years. And he says he's shy. But tonight he obviously isn't, because here we go. This is my brother Nick, out in Marloth Park in the bush in Mpumalanga, on the border of the Kruger Park. Are you ready? This is my brother Nick singing. I've got no idea whether the video is any good. I hope this is good, Nick. You're taking a chance, man.
And I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I've ever been, and I don't want to go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know I am.
That's my brother Nick. I'm so proud when I see that. I really am. Gee whiz, that makes me, Sure. What do you think? Reactions in the comment section down below. I really like the fact that we can take each other's lives and talents and things we do and put them on screen and expose them to other people. So that's my brother Nicky. When you see Nick in the comment section down below, that you know that that's Nick. And then Nick, apart from being able to sing well, is also very good as a builder, as a carpenter, as a kitchen designer. He does all sorts of great things. And he sent me this video, which I'd like to play to you. This is of these are bush babies. At the end of the day, popping their heads out of the bush baby boxes that he builds. But when Nick gets up when Nick gets home in the evening and the sun starts going down, those are his neighbors. He's got a good life, my brother Nick, eh? Look at them. Sweet, eh? 3 Nachapis, 3 bush babies. Maybe one of these days we'll organize a tour to Marloth. A couple of us go together. We grab a combi and we go down for a weekend. What do you think? Sound good? I'd like that. There we go. Nick's bush babies. All right. What are you saying in the comment section? I see we're doing well with the hearts, the ha-has, and the likes tonight. You know I love the people who press the like, heart, and haha button more than anyone else. And I don't mean the one that makes the hearts go up on the screen. I mean the one underneath the video, the like, the one you normally like posts on. So if you hit that button, know that you have all my love, all 1,000,000% of it. Okay, everyone says Nick rocks. Is that right? People love it. Okay, let's see what you got to say about Nick. Tammy Singh says, Nick, that's my song, you're rocking it. Cheryl says, wow, what a voice. Craig says, wow, he can sing well. Gaynor says, oh wow, stunning. Tammy Singh says, well done, Nick. Henrietta Cortez says, what a lovely, well-sung song. Thank you, Nick. David Batsoffen, my great friend, David, says, well done, Nick. Alistair says, get him on Garth Taylor on the Station Traders. Barry Bowdish says, great voice. Tammy Singh says, Tom, learn to sing like Nick. No ways, I cannot sing. Liesel says, beautiful tone and voice. Terry says, Nick rocks. Sue Gibbs says, wonderful voice. Josie Oliveira, Nick, you got a lot of compliments here. Josie says, Nick, well done, brother, you're a good man. And now we're looking for our third word of the night. Cheryl says, Nick, I need one. I have 3 bush babies in my trees. I put up a lousy pipe for them. All right, I tell you what, Cheryl, we'll organize a bush baby house for you, okay? Between my brother and I, we will sponsor you a bush baby house. I'll talk to Nick and we'll do that. We always want to bring one of those home from the border. Nick and Tom duet for the win. And I may be back in vocals. All right, let me look for a word. Adorable. Come on, so throw some crackers at me. Throw some big ones at me. I need some big words. You want a big show? I need big words. Adorable. I do like that word adorable, and I use it from time to time, especially in relationships. I know that in the language I do use the word adorable. And for me, adorable is when you look at someone and your heart, just what you see, their mannerisms, their beauty, how they move, how they behave. When you look at them and your heart warms, that's the source of the word adorable for me. And it doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It could be a kid playing and just laughing and having fun. That's adorable. Your heart warms. Or it could be a partner that you look at just having fun and you go, that's adorable. Or doing what they do best. That's adorable. I think adorable applies to people you love, or I suppose animals too. Hey, you could have animals being adorable. That's about all I got to say about adorable. You got to chuck a few good words at me here. Dustin says, we need to start a fund to ship Tom to the USA because I can give him a tour. I've always wanted to go to Detroit, believe it or not. Okay, here we go. Voice note from Cheryl.
Ooh, Mr. London and Mr. London's brother, Mr. Nick.
Mr. Nick.
Yes, a bush baby house. I scraped some money together and I bought this PVC piping.
No.
Yeah, big story. I'll be so happy for a bush baby house. This has just made the best evening ever. I love you guys.
Love you too. All right, we're going to organize a bush baby house from Cheryl, then we'll show you the video of the bush baby house being installed at Cheryl's house. Okay, Tammy Singh says she uses adorable sarcastically. You want a big word, says David. What? You see, I don't think I could get that right in one go. Flokino Cine Philippification. That's impossible, and I wouldn't know what it means, David. You did get me there. Brendan, you won't get me with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You won't get me with that one. You know, you're trying to just trip me up. David got it right, but you won't get it right with the other ones. Are those the only words we've got so far? This is very disappointing. Am I allowed to say I'm disappointed? I'm disappointed in you tonight. I need some words that get a real buzz going. There was something up a little earlier on. So we see what there was. let's go to the. I see the voice notes are coming in, so let's go to voice notes.
Tom, the word is flocky, knocky, knee, hilly, philippication, and it is the art of saying nothing, which we presenters are great at doing.
That's David Batsoffen. But now, just listen to this, right? Just listen.
Tom, the word is...
Okay, now David's about to say the word. Now, when I was listening to this voice note, apart from being highly amused, and I love it. When I listened to the word, my brain went, there's no ways you could say this word without practicing. I remember learning to say the alphabet backwards, and it took me a week of practicing every day. There's no ways you can say the alphabet backwards, just sommer. But once you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it enough times, eventually you can. And I want to know how many times David Batsoffen repeated this word so that he could do this.
Flocky, knocky, knee, hilly, philippication, and it is the art of saying nothing, which we presenters are great at doing.
I love it. Be honest. How many times did you rehearse that? How many times did it take? How many practice sessions? Alistair and Primrose now on the voice note line.
Tom, I love this. I think this is brilliant. That word of David's, it's flocky, knocky, nihilipilification.
Nice showing off. Nice showing off. Another one who's practiced it.
Tom, I love this. I think this is brilliant. That word of David's, it's flocky, knocky, nihilipilification.
What is a man to do? All right, I'm looking for words now. Liesel Elliott says the saddest word in Afrikaans for me, moedeloos. Moedeloos. Some words are sad, and some words I don't like. I've got one or two words that I don't like. One that I really don't like, that's shag. I do not like that word. Unless you're saying shag carpeting, then it's okay. But when you use it as slang, oh, I don't like it. That's the word I don't like. I won't even talk about that word. Shag. Ugh. Moedeloos means sad and discouraged. The feeling of being miserable, unhappy, and gloomy. Hello, Marty. Let's pretend it's the old days, and you dial the number 818-436-8. Marty van der Westhuizen in Bethlehem. Hello, Marty. Oh, hallo, Lucinda. Ja, Marty. Hoe gaat het met jou? Nee, Lucinda. Je weet, ek voel moedeloos vandag. Dis een van daai dae. Ek voel net moedeloos. Kan ek alweer sê. Moedeloos. Ek is so moedeloos vandag. Vandag is 'n kakdag. Lucinda. Moedeloos. Well, I had something to work with there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see what else we got. Brendan Skoltz. Okay, Brendan, if you write that on the screen, you've got to leave a voice note. You can't just write that. I don't even... No ways. Ding, 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 we have a winner, says Nick. I think that's in... Oh, no, now Lizelle is starting to mess with me too. You did it with me with the Borgin on the other night, and now you're doing it with this one. Excogigate, I'm guessing. I have no idea what that means. I have to keep going to the dictionary to look up every one of Lizelle's words. Excogigate. Man, this is a... what is excogigate? No, that's not it there. I've typed it in right. Oh, there we go. To think out, devise, invent. See, all I'm doing now is trying to work out the words and the meanings of words that Lizelle is sending me. Terry van der Walt has now also jumped into this crazy word story. Nah. I can't talk about this stuff. I mean, I think there's a group, there's a gang within the London gang that on this show they're going, all right, let's mess with him. Let's mess with Tom. That's what's going on here. I can see it. Instead of going, all right, Tom, I'm going to chuck a word at you. Here's a word. Kissing. We can talk about that. Women. I can talk about that. Exconjugate. I can't talk about that. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Can't talk about that. Red lorry, 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 beat a piper, picture, pick a blippers. I can't talk about that. And I think there's a gang within the London gang who are the Mess with Tom gang. And I'll get you back. I'm like that. Mess with me, I'll mess with you. I have no idea how to say it. So somebody, who's this now? Brendan. Brendan's already part of that gang. I had no PA. What? But it was only because you're having your own conversations now. Word for when a hippo eats a duck. Nice one. Yes. Tammy Meow. What is going on in this comment section? I've lost control. I've lost control, Scotty! Let's go into warp drive and get out of this galaxy. I'm searching for a word. Velociraptor. Liesel Schulenberg. Or a velociraptor. Is that the one with the little arms? Now you got me clowning. Or is that the flappy dinosaur? I thought when we played one-word prompts tonight, you'd throw words at me that I could run with. But you're just throwing things at me that I can stumble over. I'm stumbling from one velociraptor to another. Tammy has a Speedo for Tom. Now we've gone completely off topic. Now we've gone completely off topic. Oh man. All right, how many times did David practice?
All right, so supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards is docious aliexpri fragicalirupus. There you go. I can't do the alphabet backwards though.
No, I challenge you. Are you having a good time at least? Salacious. Ooh, I like that word. Salacious.
All right, so supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards is docious aliexpri fragicalirupus. There you go. I can't do the alphabet backwards though.
We'll get David on the show soon. What did I want to show you? Oh, here we go. This Sunday, well, my friends Barry and Nathan, they said to me, Tom, did you know there's the CPF, the Linden CPF, the local market at Camp Delta, Craighall Road, Delta Park, happening this Sunday, the 5th of November, between 9 and 3. Entrance is 10 Rand per person. I'm guessing the funds raised are going to go to the Linden CPF, so you bring your $10 along, come to the market, you'll be helping make Linden a little safer, plus you get to chill out at the market. So if Barry and Nathan are going, and Karina, then I'll probably ask them if I can go with them, and we all go together to the local market, the Linden CPF local market. There'll be live music, food, tuck shops, you name it, all going to be happening there. Stands and stalls and people. And the Linden CPF will be there, so it will be safe. And it's only $10 to get in this Sunday at Delta Park. That's Camp Delta, Craigle Road, Delta Park. I'll be going. Looks like it. Maybe I'll bump into you there. All right, what do we got? Beninging. I'm so glad you are participating tonight, Terry van der Walt. Because in the Beninging, there was very little participation. Listen carefully. 10,375,000,2,500,001,000. I hope you listen carefully. You know what I'm talking about. These online platforms don't like you talking about politicians. So we have to do it obliquely. My suburb, I will see you there, says David. Sunday, I'll be there. Well, I don't know. That was it as far as the words are concerned. And I don't know how to feel about this. Started the show by saying, hey, look how well we've done this month. All the views and the minutes viewed. Facebook, 1,500 hours viewed. YouTube starting with nothing. Hundreds of hours viewed. So happy about the product. Alistair comes up with an idea last night to say, why don't we prompt conversations with one word? I spent the whole day thinking about it, sitting in the back of my brain, think that's it. That's a really good idea. One word prompts, imagine the conversations, imagine the topics. And what did I get? Blixen, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, velociraptor. I can't work with that. We're going to have to do this again because I refuse to admit defeat on something like this. I think the concept is a good one. If I try again and it doesn't work, then Alistair's never allowed to suggest a show topic on the show ever again. That's the weird thing about broadcasting. You can, before the show, you can go, right, what's a good idea for Thursday's show? And you go, well, why don't we talk about this? You've got a producer. They go, yeah. I'm saying, yeah. And you think it's going to be excellent. And you walk into the studio and you execute it and it doesn't work. And you go, well, how come a good idea before the show doesn't turn into a good idea during the show? But in a way, this did turn into a good idea because I hope it's been entertaining watching me getting tripped up by you the whole night. It's done nothing for my self-confidence as a human being or a broadcaster, but it has been funny. Tom, you are harsh. Yeah, listen, and I'm not even being as harsh on you as I would be on a normal broadcast team. You know, when you work on talk radio on a breakfast show, you can have 5 to 10 people working with you. And that environment's tough. There's no time for, oh, that wasn't bad. That doesn't work. If something wasn't bad, you call it out. It's harsh. People cry. They leave the industry. The tough ones stay. Now, you want to be my partner in this, right? You want to take decisions that influence the direction of the show. It's a two-way street. I was only joking about not making another show choice decision again. That was a joke. Oh, now people, here we go. Now he's blaming me. You didn't set decent parameters to start it. No, it was open-ended. There are a billion words out there. How must I parameterize them? Are we getting into our first argument about the show? Yes, but we come for free, man. Damn it, you're ganging up on me. You get what you pay for, dude. Turducken. I've never eaten turducken, but I know it's turkey, duck, and chicken. Wayne wants to know how we turn off the subtitles. Somebody please help Wayne Tennant. There's an emergency in the room. Wayne wants to turn off the subtitles. Could somebody please explain, because I don't know. I have nothing left to redeem myself with tonight. Anything else? I'm just going through here. I've got a lot of old messages that are popping up as new messages. What's that? I want to be part of the Let's Mess with Tom gang. Tammy Singh. Really? Alright, I don't mind. If there's a bit of a Let's Mess with Tom gang inside the London gang, I'll take that. We'll make a special logo for you. How's that? We'll print special t-shirts for you. We'll have to find the right kind of subtitle for the subset, the subgroup in the London gang. Cheryl wants to know if I was ever in control here. Actually, no. Actually, I'm not in absolute control here. If this was a talk show that I decided all the topics and I presented it the way I wanted to, I'd be in control. But I like making content where it's interactive. And as soon as you make it interactive, you lose some of the control. And I'm happy with that. Because generally, and so far, you've been great at helping supply the content. Even on a show like tonight where you go for me and you trip me up and you get me tongue-tied, you're still great at producing the content. So maybe I shouldn't be so harsh on Alistair. Liesl agrees you never had control. You're right. I'm not in control of this. How much wood would... Here we go. How much wood could Woodstock stock if Woodstock could stock wood? You said so right in the beginning. It's open-ended, says Terry. A few of us are on the same wavelength, says Alistair. Lucinda says called ex-hook. Did you call? I didn't see a call come through. On the Tom London Show line? This one? You can call on it, I'll answer. If anybody wants to call that number, I suppose I haven't told you, but if you want to call that number, 0672197893, I'll pick up the phone. Look, we got 4 or 5 minutes before the end of the show. But if you did happen to want to pick up the phone and call, I'll speak to you. For sure I will. What else have we got coming in on the comments? Now, Liesel's in on it. She sells seashells on the seashore. I saw something about me in a Speedo. I don't even know where this comment is. That's when I started wondering if we should. Gaynor said we would love that logo on a t-shirt. Yeah, I think so. Morning, Thomas. Oh, really? Thomas. Morning, Thomas. That was a message that came in earlier. Tammy has a Speedo for Tom. I've never worn one before, but I will for Tammy Singh. I will for Tammy Singh. I'd wear a Speedo. You can take a picture of me in my Speedo. I'd do that. Is that it for the night? I think that's... well, not yet. Dustin Miller drank too much coffee, must have a wee, but cannot leave the show. I love the way we just share personal information with each other. It's pretty cool, don't you think? I worry about anyone joining the show right now for the first time, wondering what the heck's going on. And if you have just watched this as your first episode of the Tom London Show, let me tell you that every night is different. You never know what's coming. We could have someone singing. Oh, I wanted to ask you this. My friend Justin Chamberlain, who you see in the comment section from time to time, he called me after a few shows and said, Tom, Justin gets very excited when he's got an idea. He goes, Tom, I wanted to know if you would like to have a lady that runs dating nights on your show. And I said, why not, Justin? Now, this afternoon, the lady in Johannesburg that runs dating nights, dating get-togethers, got hold of me on my WhatsApp. And she said, hi, it's Candace here. Let me look for the message. Let me read to you, seeing that you're my new producers. And you tell me then what I should do. Let me find this message quickly, right? Candace. Hi, good afternoon, Tom. My name is Candace Bester. Justin gave me your number and said that I should contact you regarding a live interview. I haven't replied to her yet. What do you think? Do you think we should put Candace on and talk about dating? Think that's a good idea? If so, just pop a yes in the comment section down below the video, and then I'll get back to Candace, and yeah, then we'll put her on, maybe in a day or two. What do you think? As a little feature on the show, we get someone who's an expert in dating and hooking people up, and we get Candace Bester on the show, and we do an interview. What do you think? All right, Tammy Singh says the words were fun, especially watching you trip. Thanks, Alistair. It was a great idea. It was a good idea. I was only joking. Okay, I won't be harsh. Tammy Singh says, yes, please. I'm guessing that's to the dating story. Okay, so I'll get back to Candace, and we'll see if we can get Candace on the show. We'll talk about dating, see what's going on in the dating industry in South Africa and what Candace does. Benjamin says yes. Gaynor says yes. Tammy Singh says this is our cheers. Oh, wow. And that's the comments I think we're going to leave it with. We'll end on tonight because do you remember Thursday nights? Well, I had 4 brothers and there were other kids living in the house, and my mom and dad, there was 10 of us or more. Thursday nights, we all had to keep quiet, and we did. We sat in front of the TV screen and we watched Cheers. And I always wanted to go to that bar in Boston and just walk in and have everyone say, Tom, and feel at home. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to go away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And that's what we're busy building here. I started the show with that message. I leave you with that message and say thank you to you. That you're helping build a community. Way more than just people flicking through content and going, that was cute. Something that actually makes a difference in other people's lives. And you're helping me do that. We're doing it together. We're inspiring each other. And we're doing a good job. Over 81,000 minutes watched in the last month alone on Facebook. I'm very proud of that. And my big thanks goes out to you tonight. This is your moment where you get to say goodnight to each other in the comments down below this video. So if you're starting to make friends and you want to say fare thee well for the evening, have a good sleep, see you tomorrow, bye Tammy, bye Alistair, bye Gaynor, bye Henriette, bye Liesel, bye Chantal, like that, you can do it in the comment section down below this video. And while your fingers are typing on that keypad, don't forget to hit the like, heart, or ha-ha button. Now, most people do forget. That's fine. See if I care. But some people go, all right, Tom London, I will press the button for you tonight. And I'll help you get the message out to Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, people actually do like the show, Mark. So, if you've pressed the like, heart, or ha-ha button on the content, and I mean that, the big button underneath the video, I would just like to say thank you to you. A special thank you. A thank you from the bottom of my heart. Our last goodnight message tonight, and the one we're going to put up on screen, I'll choose one. I want to choose a goodnight message that we can end the show on. But somehow it seems to put the first messages last now. So now I can't find the goodnight messages. Oh man. Okay, bear with me for 20 seconds while I scroll and you hit the heart, like, or ha-ha button. Candace and Alistair should date each other. This Bliksem in Portugal. You were bowled out by the viewers. These are comments I didn't see earlier on. My goodness. Where are the good night messages? I saw them on the screen and now I can't find them. Oh man. I wanted to choose Yeah, there we go. We'll go with Tammy Singh tonight. Good night, Gaynor. Sweet dreams. Another one from Tammy Singh. Good night, beautiful people. You are people. You are a people, and you are beautiful. I hope you sleep so deep tonight it looks like you're in a coma. I hope your stomach's so full that you get a bellyache. And I hope you got enough money in your pocket to get through the next 24 hours. God bless you. I'll be back with you again tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Africa time, whether you're watching from the United States of America, Denmark, Portugal, Norway, Sweden, United Kingdom. This is where people are watching from. Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Canada, and there's some other countries I've forgotten. Wherever you're watching from, we all have something in common. We're human, and we join each other on the Tom London Show, and we're part of the London Gang, which means we're friends and we inspire each other. Thank you for doing that. Till tomorrow at 9 p.m., or whether you watch the show live, or you may watch it post-live, and we've got more people watching after the fact, because I don't think they want to reveal themselves on the live broadcast. That's fine. But if you're watching post-live, thank you for pressing the play button and spending an hour with me and the London Gang. Back with you again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Until then, I miss you forever.